Hey, Dodgers fans. Today, we've got some really exciting updates to discuss, and it's shaping up to be a very interesting offseason for our Los Angeles Dodgers. There's been a lot of chatter lately about potential moves, big signings, and strategic acquisitions that could completely reshape the roster. This is the time when everything matters: the trades, the free agency, and even the way the front office is preparing for the new challenges ahead. And make no mistake, this is a front office that doesn't shy away from making bold, calculated moves, even when the stakes are high. To start, it's impossible to ignore what Andrew Friedman has accomplished already this offseason. Bringing in a top-tier reliever like Edwin Diaz was a statement, plain and simple. Not only did the Dodgers secure one of the most dominant closers in the league, but they also did it with a contract structure that set new records for a reliever's average annual value. This wasn't just about securing talent. It was about sending a message to the rest of Major League Baseball that the Dodgers are serious about competing at the highest level and that they are willing to spend to get the players they want. And while some of that money is deferred, the sheer commitment to winning cannot be overstated. But that's just the beginning. Even with Diaz on board, rumors continue to swirl about additional big signings or potential trades that could add more firepower to an already formidable team. Insider chatter has been heating up, with voices across the league speculating on the Dodgers' next targets. Some believe the team is simply going to keep pushing, capitalizing on their financial flexibility before the new collective bargaining agreement comes into effect next year. That agreement could limit spending, making this offseason even more crucial for the Dodgers' long-term strategy. One of the most exciting names being discussed is Kyle Tucker. The Dodgers have reportedly been exploring options to bring him in, and it makes sense why. Tucker is a dynamic outfielder who can impact a game in multiple ways, and adding someone of his caliber would address a key area of need for Los Angeles. He's shown he can perform under pressure, whether it was driving playoff runs with Houston or stepping up with other teams when opportunities arose. Even when he faced injuries, he played through adversity and still delivered impressive numbers, which speaks volumes about his resilience and determination. For the Dodgers, a player like Tucker doesn't have to carry the team single-handedly. He can thrive within a roster already stacked with talent and contribute to a championship-contending lineup. At the same time, discussions about potential trades are heating up. Tarik Skubal, a left-handed pitcher with a remarkable track record, has emerged as a name that could change the balance of power if acquired. Skubal has already achieved back-to-back Cy Young seasons in the American League, a feat that hasn't been seen in over 20 years, which underlines his elite level of talent. Acquiring a pitcher like him would require giving up some assets, but the Dodgers are uniquely positioned to make it work. Their financial flexibility, combined with smart contract planning, means they could realistically pursue both Tucker and Skubal without overextending themselves. A short-term, high-value contract for Tucker could be paired with a longer, more structured deal for Skubal, allowing the team to balance immediate impact with future financial planning. What's fascinating about this strategy is how it reflects the Dodgers' approach to building a roster that's ready for both the present and the future. They're not just thinking about one player or one season. They're calculating multiple scenarios, considering the implications of every move, and positioning themselves to maintain dominance regardless of what the collective bargaining agreement may bring. There's a clear understanding that the window to spend freely and aggressively might not last forever. So this could truly be the last hurrah of this era of Dodgers flexibility. Of course, there are challenges and questions that come with any ambitious plan. How will the team structure these contracts? How do they balance immediate needs with long-term sustainability? And, most importantly, how do they ensure that new acquisitions integrate seamlessly with a roster that already has championship aspirations? These are the kinds of decisions that define a front office's vision and its ability to execute. But with Friedman and the Dodgers' leadership, there's confidence that they are up to the task. They have a history of navigating complex situations, making bold moves, and ultimately winning at the highest level. It's also worth noting the mindset of the players being pursued. Both Tucker and Skubal are competitors who want to win, and joining the Dodgers gives them an opportunity to be part of a team with real championship potential. Tucker, in particular, has been in situations where he has contributed to playoff runs and understands the pressure and expectation that comes with competing at the highest level. Skubal brings proven dominance on the mound, a presence that can immediately elevate the pitching staff and the ability to perform in critical moments. When you combine that talent with the depth already on the Dodgers roster, you're looking at a team that could be formidable in every aspect of the game, from pitching to hitting, from defense to clutch performance. Another point to consider is how this all fits into the Dodgers' long-term planning. With the collective bargaining agreement on the horizon, the front office is acutely aware that financial restrictions could impact how they operate in the coming years. This awareness creates a sense of urgency and adds weight to every decision. The strategy is not just about acquiring talent. It's about doing so in a way that maximizes impact while maintaining flexibility. This could mean pairing high-value, short-term deals with backloaded contracts or deferrals, allowing the team to invest in top talent now without compromising their ability to manage the roster in future seasons. The narrative around this offseason is electric. Dodgers fans have every reason to be excited because the team is clearly in a mode of aggressive pursuit. The combination of Diaz, potential acquisitions like Tucker and Skubal, and the strategic financial approach being considered points to a team that is not merely participating. They're actively shaping the landscape of the league. There's a boldness here, a willingness to challenge expectations, and a commitment to excellence that has become synonymous with the Dodgers brand. At the end of the day, what makes this so compelling is the interplay between opportunity and strategy. The Dodgers have the resources, the leadership, and the vision to pursue multiple avenues at once. They can strengthen the roster in key areas, balance immediate performance with long-term planning, and navigate the potential constraints of the new collective bargaining rules. For fans, that translates into anticipation, speculation, and a genuine sense that anything is possible. And so, as we watch this offseason unfold, every report, every rumor, and every announcement takes on added significance. It's not just about who the Dodgers might sign next. It's about how the organization is positioning itself for sustained success, how it's thinking several steps ahead, and how it plans to continue dominating in a league where competition never sleeps. The strategy, the timing, and the execution all matter. And with the current trajectory, the Dodgers are signaling that they intend to be front and center in every discussion about top talent and championship contention. Now, let's dig deeper into what this all could mean for the Dodgers and the landscape of Major League Baseball as a whole. The intriguing part about this offseason is not just the talent being targeted, but the timing and strategy behind each potential move. The Dodgers are looking at a unique opportunity, an off-season where they can aggressively pursue multiple high-profile players without immediately being hindered by the financial limitations that could come into play once the new collective bargaining agreement is finalized. This creates a scenario where the front office can essentially go all in, making moves that could immediately elevate the team while also laying the groundwork for sustained success in the years to come. One of the most fascinating elements of this strategy is how it merges high-impact acquisitions with careful roster management. For example, signing Kyle Tucker to a short-term, high-value contract allows the Dodgers to secure elite talent without committing long-term resources, giving them flexibility in case circumstances shift in future seasons. This is a front office that has mastered the art of balancing ambition with prudence. Meanwhile, targeting someone like Tarik Skubal through a trade could be a masterstroke, adding a top-tier pitcher who can anchor the rotation and elevate the team to a championship-caliber level. The beauty of this plan is that these moves are not mutually exclusive. They can be complementary, allowing the Dodgers to maximize both offense and pitching while still maintaining a balanced financial structure. Tucker's addition would address multiple needs in the outfield and defensive lineup. His combination of power, speed, and on-base skills makes him a rare talent who can immediately influence games in a variety of ways. He could be a middle-of-the-order presence, a leadoff contributor, or even a strategic player capable of shifting matchups in the Dodgers' favor. What makes Tucker especially appealing is his experience in high-pressure situations. He has consistently performed in postseason scenarios, demonstrating not only his talent, but also his mental toughness. Adding a player like Tucker to a roster that already includes championship-proven talent creates a dynamic where the Dodgers could dominate across all facets of the game, both in the regular season and in the playoffs. On the pitching side, acquiring Skubal could be transformative. A left-handed ace with a proven track record, he provides stability and elite performance in a rotation that already boasts considerable depth. The potential to pair Skubal with the Dodgers' current pitching staff, which includes established stars and rising talent, creates a scenario where opposing teams would face a seemingly unbeatable rotation. This depth is crucial, particularly in the postseason, where pitching can determine the outcome of a series. Furthermore, Skubal's contract situation aligns well with the Dodgers' strategy. A well-structured, backloaded deal allows the team to manage payroll effectively while still reaping the immediate benefits of adding a top-tier pitcher. It's a combination that few organizations could pull off successfully, but the Dodgers have the resources, the experience, and the vision to make it work. It's also important to consider the broader implications of these moves. Adding players like Tucker and Skubal not only strengthens the roster, but sends a message across the league. It signals to competitors that the Dodgers are serious about winning and that they will use every available tool to maintain their status as a powerhouse team. This psychological edge is subtle but significant. When other teams see the Dodgers making bold acquisitions, it can shift perceptions, influence trade negotiations, and even impact how opponents approach games against them. The Dodgers are not just building a roster. They're shaping the narrative of the league and asserting their presence as a team that is not afraid to act decisively. Of course, executing this kind of strategy requires precision. The front office must navigate numerous factors, including financial considerations, player willingness, roster construction, and timing. Every decision has a ripple effect, and the Dodgers' leadership is acutely aware of that. This is why reports from insiders, while intriguing, are only part of the picture. The organization itself holds the cards and determines which moves make sense within the broader context of team goals. Friedman and his team have shown in the past that they are capable of making complex, calculated decisions that others might shy away from, combining vision with practicality to achieve results that align with the Dodgers' long-term objectives. The potential addition of multiple high-impact players also speaks to the Dodgers' mindset as a franchise. They are operating with a sense of urgency, understanding that opportunities like this do not present themselves often. This offseason could be a pivotal moment where the team not only addresses immediate needs, but also positions itself for continued dominance. The integration of new talent into a championship-caliber roster requires careful planning, but the Dodgers have the experience, depth, and organizational culture to make it seamless. Tucker and Skubal are not just pieces on chessboard. They're players who could fundamentally enhance the team's performance in meaningful ways. But before we move forward, don't forget to join our channel and give this video a like. Your support helps us keep delivering the latest news about the Los Angeles Dodgers. We'd love to hear your thoughts on the news, so drop a comment below. The baseball world is buzzing with whispers after what might be the most shocking potential move in recent years. Sources close to the Los Angeles Dodgers suggest that star two-way player Shohei Otani could be on the verge of leaving the storied franchise, and the reactions are already sending tremors through MLB circles. Dodgers manager Dave Roberts, known for his usually measured comments, didn't hold back when pressed about the situation, saying plainly, "I can't do anything." He wanted to leave. The remark, brief but loaded with meaning, has fueled speculation that Otani's departure may not have been entirely unexpected behind closed doors. Otani, a player whose unique ability to dominate both on the mound and at the plate has made him a global sensation, has long been the face of the Dodgers' aspirations. His combination of power, speed, and pitching mastery is unmatched in the modern era, making him one of the most valuable players in baseball history. The mere hint of his potential exit has sent fans into a frenzy, with social media accounts and sports talk shows dissecting every possible scenario, from blockbuster trades to free agent signings that could lure him elsewhere. Insiders are whispering about what might have motivated such a move. Some suggest that Otani could be seeking a new challenge, or perhaps a situation where his dual-threat talent could be maximized differently. Others speculate that contractual or personal ambitions might play a role, or even that a return to Japan could be on the horizon. Whatever the reason, the fact that Roberts' words imply a voluntary departure adds a layer of drama that few expected in Los Angeles this season. The Dodgers front office is reportedly bracing for intense negotiations and potential upheaval, as the team considers how to fill the vacuum left by a player of Otani's caliber. The ripple effects across the league would be enormous, as contenders and even mid-tier teams would surely circle, hoping to acquire a once-in-a-generation talent. Meanwhile, fans are left in suspense, eagerly parsing every interview, tweet, and cryptic statement for clues. If Otani does indeed leave the Dodgers, it could mark a turning point not just for the franchise, but for the entire landscape of Major League Baseball. For now, all that can be done is to watch, speculate, and wait for the next chapter in what promises to be one of the most talked about stories in sports history. That's all for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to stay up to date with exclusive news about the Los Angeles Dodgers, be sure to subscribe to our channel and hit that like button. We always appreciate your comments and feedback. See you in the next video.